everyone, welcome back to another episode of Tastefully Balanced. I'm Miriam, and this month we are making meals that are going to take 30 minutes or less to make. So to start off this month, I'm going to be making a delicious Japanese curry. So stay tuned to see how we make this. Alright, so the first thing I did was take a big, large Dutch oven pot and I put a couple tablespoons of coconut oil in it. And then what I'm going to do is going to add a whole entire onion that I have diced up. And then I've got about 4 cloves of garlic that I also minced. And then I'm just going to stir fry this until the onions start to get a little bit translucent. Alright, so while the onions and garlic are cooking, I'm going to walk you through the rest of the ingredients. So I have about a pound of ground turkey. So you can add any kind of meat that you want. You can keep it even vegetarian. It's really up to you. And then I'm also going to add some vegetables. And you can do whatever vegetables that you want. I just have bell peppers, carrots, potatoes, and mushrooms. And then really the key thing to this recipe is these golden curry blocks that you can get at any kind of Asian market. I have the hot one. I'm going to do a mix of the medium hot and the hot so it's not too spicy. But they're just kind of, they look like this. And I'm going to be using an entire block. This one's half because I'm going to use half of the hot and half of the medium hot. But they look like this, and I'll show you when to add it and everything. This is just easier. I don't make this that often, so I find it easier to just buy these instead of making a big batch of them, you know, to make throughout. So I have a couple of these, and so now my onions look like they're about ready to go. That looks good. So now I'm going to add the ground turkey. And we use a lot of ground turkey just because it's a little bit leaner. So ground chicken and ground turkey is something we use quite often instead of red meat. So I'm just going to cook this until the ground turkey is no longer pink. Okay, so you can see that there's no more pink. So this is good to go now. I'm going to be adding all of the vegetables. And you'll see how incredibly easy this is. So, added all my vegetables. I'll give it a quick toss. Quick little stir. And then I'm going to be adding, I have 6 cups of water. Actually, it depends on how many blocks you end up using. Roughly a cup a block. So because I just saw that I had so much of the meat and the vegetables, I'm going to up it and make put in 6 of these blocks. And so that's why I have 6 cups of water. So I'm going to add in 6 cups of water. And now you're going to wait for this to come to a boil before you add your blocks. So once it comes to a boil, I'll show you what's next. Okay, so this is boiling, so this is good to go. Now I'm going to be adding the curry blocks. So my recipe that I'll write for you guys will only have it so you're adding just 1 of these packets. I made a little extra, so I'm gonna be adding a little more. So you'll go ahead and now just add these in now that your water is boiling. Super, super easy. And then, oops, sorry. You'll see once I stir this around, your curry will start to thicken. Keep it on a simmer, so medium, for about 15 minutes. I'm gonna make it go faster and put a lid on. And 15 minutes later, just open it up, give it a quick little stir, and you'll see it's nice and thick. All right, guys, look at this. It's nice and thick. So mine, because I put the lid on, only took about 10 minutes. But really all you want to do is keep checking it. Once the carrots and the potatoes are nice and tender, that's when you know it's ready to go. So I have a little bit of rice right here. I'm actually going to wait until this stops bubbling. It's not so hot before I try it out. So maybe like give it 10 minutes before you actually dig in. Okay, even though it's still kind of bubbling, I'm gonna take a scoop out out, pour it over my rice. Look how thick and creamy that is. I'm gonna put a little bit more on it. So this tastes amazing over some white rice, some brown rice, whatever you want. So I'm gonna go ahead and dig in and burn my mouth because I can't wait. Okay. Maybe I should blow on it first. Oh my goodness. Honestly, if you guys have had Japanese curry at a restaurant, this tastes exactly like it. I mean, you know, they do variations of it, but just the taste and the texture, everything is exactly like this. So this is delicious. You guys have to try it yourself if you're into Japanese curry. And if you like watching kind of 30-minute meals, please subscribe. I'm doing this all month long, and so you can watch different recipes all month long. And always remember to comment, like, and share. And as always, live life tastefully balanced. Ooh. All right, so while the onions and garlic are, okay, Dutch oven pot that has nothing in it. Okay. Today we are starting off the 30 meals. Oh, sorry.